Welcome back everybody, it's your favourite Fortnite coach here, DestinysJesus. So what we're going to be doing in this video is breaking down everything that's new the new season, all of the map changes, and most importantly the gun and meta changes for you guys to understand. First of all, massive changes, the attack shotgun and all varieties been removed. The charge is still in the game, but they've added back the combat in a slightly nerfed state, and the regular pump. In my opinion, I think the charge is still better if you want to run a green and blue charge until you can find a purple pump. Or what you can do now is actually side grade a charge into a pump of any variety, and then for a very cheap amount of gas as well. The purple and gold variants of the pumps are still probably the best guns in the game. They can one shot, there's no delay on firing, and I'd much rather side grade any type of charge into a purple and gold pump. Upgrading also is a little bit cheaper, so now you can upgrade for a very low amount as well. The combat got nerfed, it's now got, instead of 10 shells, it's got 8 max. You have to reload a little more, but it still reloads at a time, which makes it quite useful. The damage also got nerfed from being 80 damage per shot, the whole way down to 55, which is still decent at close range, but much rather have a charge or a pump, in my opinion. The regular SMG has been vaulted, and they've actually gone ahead and added back the attack SMG as well as the suppressed SMG. Suppressed SMG's got lower fire rate, same amount of bullets, 30 per clip. The attack SMG is still extremely good, but it's 25 bullets per magazine, and now that you've only got 25 bullets, the fire rate is a little bit lower to kind of match that. It's still really good, and I'd prefer to have that as my secondary over any other gun. For ARs, there haven't been too many changes to the regular loot pool, however a load of new things have been added in. So the M4s are still there, and the FAMASs are still there. However, what's been added in is the Stark laser rifle. What this gun does is very unique. So when you're ADS, it kind of acts like an infantry rifle. High damage shots, the gold one does 53 per body, which is absolutely insane. And when you're non-ADS and you're just hip firing, it shoots a lot quicker, kind of like an AK, and has similar but lower damage. Another thing that's been added back is the LMG, 100 rounds per clip. It's really good for just spraying walls, however it's not very good in terms of accuracy or close range. You don't want to be using this as your main AR. It does have first shot accuracy, which is decent, but it doesn't do that much damage at long range. The scope tail has actually been added back. This is an absolute beast of a gun. You can beam people from long range, and this works really well if you get a thermal fish, which are new types of fish that you can grab at the moment. This does lots of damage long range, but the fire has been lowered a little bit. So in terms of utility, what they decided to do was vault jump pads because they couldn't fix the glider bug, which is pretty staining. But now you shouldn't really get glider bug unless you stand still in stacks. What they decided to do instead was add back bounce pads, which are really good for like movement and just making a little bit of distance. Shockwave grenades themselves, which are actually really useful. And they've added in a new trap called the fire trap. It only does 50 damage and it's quite hard to set up. If you have somebody trapped in your box, you can just whack a couple of those down and you'll be able to kill them or damage them through that. In terms of utility, as I said, shockwaves have been added back. They've also added back boogie bombs, which are really OP, and you can basically just set up a hiding spell and then go for a 200 pump on somebody with a boogie bomb. They are really broken. For mythics, all of the old different types of mythics have been removed, including catty loot. I can confirm catty loot is gone. Praise the Lord, catty loot is finally removed. I don't know why it took them so long to remove it, but it is gone. Instead, now we have the Dr. Doom Pleasant Park. There is the mythic bomb there where you can basically throw it and then it blows up a whole load of radius. It breaks any kind of builds. It's not actually that broken because there's a 20-second recharge on it as well. There's also the gauntlet, which allows you to fly for a short while, like you can just double jump mid-air and glide. And then also you throw 35 damage kind of AR balls, which aren't too good. They're kind of quite hard to aim, very hard to hit people with, and they don't do too much damage. It's pretty balanced. You can use it for wall replacing, however. The other mythic on the map is the group ball. This allows you to go into a ball kind of shape and roll. It's kind of like how an old baller works. You can go straight up hills with this. You can break through any build, and it gives you white HP as you're turning away from somebody. This is really good, quite defensive kind of act. You don't really want to be going straight into some of these boxes, however you can. In terms of map additions, there really isn't too much. Pleasant has been changed into Dr. Doom's kind of taken over space. One of the houses has been changed, and underneath the football court there's a vault and an upgrade station now, which you can actually go down and upgrade. There's a whole load of mats there as well. It's probably one of the best trio POIs. At the start of the battle bus, there'll be a bunch of drones that also spawn. These vehicles will go out and park somewhere, and they've got really good loot. There's loads of Stark Industry drones that you can go and kill, as well as the old flying drones, which give you guaranteed loot. As you see here, I got absolutely insanely stacked from the loot that I actually grabbed, and it's a really good spot to land at for solos. Probably work also really well for trios as well, since you get decent mobility and a guaranteed henchman crate. As you can see, there's absolutely loads of new types of fish. The harpoon and regular fishing rod is still in the game, but now you can upgrade your fishing rod into a super fishing rod. This allows you to go ahead and grab any new types of fish, and also gives you higher chances of getting the mythical fish out of the water. So there's still a load of floppers and slurpfish, and there's a couple new variants of jellyfish and stuff that give you shield out of the water as well. So the chances of you getting shield from fish are now higher, and there's also a couple of new variants of fish. There's bounce rock fish, which kind of give you like a moon rock effect similar to the bounce crates that you used to get in the old seasons. There's thermal fish, which allow you to go into like an X-ray white and black mode where you can see people from a long distance, just kind of how a thermal camera is. And there's also pufferfish, which give you kind of a speed boost similar to peppers. All these fish are really good, and I think fishing is going to become a lot more viable. I'm definitely going to do some new drop spots on fishing and kind of basing around that, since there's so many different types of shield fish you can get, and upgrading your fishing rod is so important as well. For movement around the map, cars have actually been added into Arena for now. I doubt they'll start tournaments. Same with helicopters. Helicopters are really good for trios just because you can shoot outside of it as you push towards people. However, cars work really well. What I recommend for cars is actually grabbing one of the bigger trucks, and then as you push people, you can jump out the back and use the cover from behind to shoot people as they keep shooting the truck. This works really nicely, and you can normally get a free beam on somebody as they spray at you. Alright, that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed and can learn a couple of new things about the new season. I'm definitely going to have a lot more videos coming out, so make sure to subscribe as well. And I have a new drop spot video coming out tomorrow as well.